Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear, or favor. The New Patriotic Party has attributed its loss in Akwatia by-election to violent act allegedly carried out by the NDC. Particularly its national vice chairman, Richard Ahiagbah, said the conduct of Mr. Azorka and his supporters created fear and panic among voters, ultimately suppressing turnout and damaging the party's chances. So NDC's national vice chairman, in a very violent way, accosted an individual who had not said anything to him except to give an interview, give his view or report on what is happening. And then he accosted him, abused him in the manner he did. And then his people slapped him, he said. According to Mr. Ahiagbah, such a deliberate act pursued a strategy of intimidation aimed at reducing voter participation in the by-election, which caused the defeat of the NPP. It's sad, though. It's sad. It's very sad when you know that you are delving into something or you are taking up a step and then you know that step here may funnel. Like this thing I'm going to do, it's not going to end well. And then lo and behold, you've maybe paid the trust, the confidence you have in yourself, you've actually went in for what you want, and then it turns out that you don't succeed. Knowing fully well that you are not going to succeed in a way. And then at the end, you tend to blame someone else for your defeat. It's kind of sad. So the NPP is accusing the NDC vice chairman for being the sole problem behind their defeat in the Akwatia by-election, which I see to be, abnormal. If people don't turn out to vote for you, I think you should sit down and ask yourself, what are we not doing right? Is there something that we are not doing that we are supposed to do? What is keeping these people at home? In fact, why did we lose this election? Because even before the by-election, I've heard a lot of NPP people, leaders in the party, the minority leader, big party faithfuls in the NPP, talking out with boldness and confidence that they are going to win this election. They said that they are going to win. And then it turns out that they've lost. So why don't you sit down and ask yourself, we've lost this election. We were of high hope that we are going to win the election. But then at the end, we lost. Why did we lost? Did we fail these people in a way? Have they lost trust in us? Do they think we are just there to gain power and then do our own thing? Or they think that when they vote for us, we are not going to do the right thing? These are some questions you should be asking yourself. And one problem I have with the NPP is that they keep shifting blames. They see themselves to be ministers without blemish. In fact, they are pure, they are clean, both in heart and in spirit. And they feel like they are not doing anything wrong. People did not come out to vote for you. So it turns out that less people were out to vote. And then you feel like it was the NDC. Come on. And it's because the vice chairman went in to attack one of your people. He attacked one person. Did he attack the voters? How can this intimidate voters to vote? I'm going to vote. And then I see two party faithfuls fighting. NPP and NDC. I won't even mind you because it's none of my business. I'm going to vote for who I know is going to bring development into my community. Who I know is going to reignite the youth, the vision and the dreams of the youth in my community. That is what I'll do. I won't even focus on the funny stuff you are displaying out there. So how did the NDC intimidate you people or intimidate your people from voting. I don't know who is feeding you with this kind of fact, with this kind of analysis, with this kind of survey. I have no idea. I think it's about time the NPP, you sit down, relax. This is not the time to come, hey. No. Relax. Think deep down within you and then ask yourself questions. Because I believe right now the party is confused. The NPP is a confused party now. Excuse me, I'm not backing any party, but let's speak to the truth. You know it yourself. You know it. But just because you don't want people to know that, you just want them to know that but that is not it. Everybody is seeing that something is wrong with the new patriotic party. For a second, can you just sit down, relax, and think through what you guys have faced in the party and then put things right? Because it's becoming too much. You keep on shifting blames, conference upon conference. Are you not tired? Can't you see that the people are equally tired with this behavior of yours? Recently, I've seen an interview when no, not recently, just yesterday, when the election was ongoing, they were interviewing some people, and then an old woman was like, so the interviewer was actually asking the interviewee, who are you going to vote for? Will you vote for this? I said, no, me go tell mama a day, party I bring a baby conference, or more conference by say 10 times. Every time now they are backing out of parliament. So if you should vote for this person to represent you, or implementing law, because every second they are not in agreement with whatever their opponent is bringing on board, and every time they are getting out of parliament just like that. You see, sometimes you feel like you are doing that, and then you feel like you are doing it for the people, but you don't know that you are sending a different message out there. You are conveying a different message out there. Yes, we know you don't have the number in parliament. And as it stands now, whether you go to parliament or not, when the current administration brings something on board, they can pass it with or without your presence in parliament. It's understandable. But you can still comport yourself. You can still make yourself present, regardless of your number. And you make, not because you want to make it seem as if you're not in support with what the people are doing, but to let the people you are representing in your constituency feel like, yes, we don't have the number, but at least I can still sit in, and with my ideas, back to whatever they are bringing on board, whether it's good or not, I can still share my thoughts for your benefit. And then they move. You people, you feel like the press conference you do every second is good. I don't know who is advising you, but whoever is giving you that advice is doing you more harm than good. And whoever is telling you people to keep on shifting blames is doing you more harm than good. The by-election that went on yesterday, I didn't even see any chaos. The people who tried to cause a problem, they were arrested. It was rather some party faithfuls, allegedly from the NPP. I saw them putting down posters of the NDC aspirants who wanted to be a member of parliament in Akwatia. That is all I saw. And the next thing I also saw was the vice president, having a banter with an NPP official. And how can this banter intimidate someone in his house or her home? Prevent him or her from coming out to vote. If someone didn't come out to vote, you should ask yourself why. One, maybe they are tired of you. Two, maybe they feel like you are not fulfilling your promise. And three, they feel like politicians are the same. You keep on saying the same thing and we still don't see anything. Let me tell you, as it stands now, Ghanaians, we are tired. In fact, we are tired of all the politicians, whether NPP, NDC, we are tired. Because you keep bringing on board the same things and you don't do it. You keep making the same promises and you still don't fulfill it. We are tired. Even the 2024 election, we went there to cover up. We saw the number of people who are supposed to turn out. And then it happens that if 500 people are supposed to come to vote in maybe a constituency, it turns out that only 105. So it should tell you that Ghana for your bremo. Seriously. Because you don't fulfill your promise. And it looks as if anytime we give you the nod to lead us, you do what you want. You don't even listen to we the citizens. And we've made politics an avenue to extracting money, embezzling state funds. How do you expect a citizen to leave her home and come and vote for you? Because they've seen that emphasis so be any so. And the people who also come to vote for you also make sure they take something from you. Don't make sure they take the money. Some of them, they take the money, they don't even vote. Immediately, you give them that fat envelope, they go straight into their house and then they sleep. Because they've realized that you people do not have them at heart. It's only for your own selfish gain. That is what you portray for us to see. So if you feel like that people have not turned out to vote for you, you shouldn't be shifting blame. No. We've held by election in this country before and NPP won, NDC lost. So should we also say that the NDC, they don't have a problem in their party? I'm sure they do. But why are they also not voicing it out? When you talk too much, and then when you talk too much, you end up talking things that do not even make sense, or communicating things that do not even align with whatever you are saying. It becomes senseless. So please, with the shifting of blames, you better sit down, fix things in the party. I believe this is the time you people should get out of social media. My fair advice though. Get out of social media. Relax. Don't come and be retaliating on issues that are not necessary. And then you focus on the party. Yes, Ramo. You should wake up and stop shifting blames. It's not necessary. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Girl.